the Chinese are considered to be non-white.
Correct.
So therefore, that automatically means that the white supremacists, if they consider anybody as being non-white, those people are going to be used for non-constructive purposes. They're not going to be used to produce justice. They're going to be used to support the system of white supremacy, either directly or indirectly. And it doesn't make any difference how they go about doing it and all like that. They'll make it look like it's always under the guise of these are great improvements. And to a great degree, just like the illustration I just gave with the black person who is brought up to the plantation house, that is an improvement for those individuals. But the white supremacist system works on percentages like all businesses do. White supremacy is a business. It's not only a political force and a religious force, but it is a business, and it works on business principles, profits and losses. So the white supremacists now are looking at the world and say, well, people are getting smarter, so we have to become more sophisticated business people. Like Corleone sitting around the table with the Barzinas saying, we can't always do, like the old days, the things that we want. The price and the cost of doing the business that we do is going up.
Going up.
So therefore, we have to make even some white sacrifices. We're going to have to sacrifice some of our own people in order to keep the businesses going. The business of what? The business of white supremacy. But not suspicious of the Chinese, suspicious of the white supremacists who are engineering everything anyway. There would be no Chinese in Africa if the white supremacists were not saying this is okay. When the Chinese left Uganda, the usual suspects are the white supremacists. That's why they left. The white supremacists said, no, I don't want you in there right now. I don't want you in Uganda because I got plans for Uganda, as usual, because I have plans for all of you dark-skinned people, all of you people who are classified as non-white. What has to be remembered is that just because somebody has a label of Chinese does not say that they are white. That says they are non-white. These people are classified as non-white. You're either white or you're non-white. And if you're non-white, the white supremacists tell you what to do. And if you do something on your own, the white supremacists will let you know it. Wait a minute, you didn't get permission from me. It's racial, but it's the seeds of this is the system of white supremacy itself. You're talking about the shops and whatnot that are set up. Those people didn't come here and just walk around and saw places that were boarded up and say, hey, I'm taking these boards off of this place, and I'm setting up shop here, and I'm going to start selling sandwiches and whatnot to these black people who are in this neighborhood. They just didn't make that choice and just walked in and did that. They had to get permission, just like the so-called Koreans, the people who are called Koreans by correction, who are in South Central L.A. during the Rodney King riots.
Correct.
And they were saying, they let these people come and burn down my shops after I have worked hard in these shops. And I try to get along here. I came here to set up shop. But see, the question that's not asked is, how did you get permission to set up shop there in the first place? And whom did you get permission from to come from all the way overseas and set up a shop in South Central? Somebody gave you permission. Was it the black people who lived there? No. They don't own any shops. They don't even own themselves. See, so they can't give you permission to do anything. So where did you get the permission? You got it either directly or indirectly from someone who's a white supremacist. Otherwise, you would not have a shop there in the first place, which means that the white supremacists allowed the shops to be set up, and they also allowed the shops to be burned out.
So
it's white supremacy every time. It's white supremacy every time, not sometime. It's always the white supremacists. It's always, like Don Corleone said, it was Barzini all the time.